Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. My name's Alex, and in this video I'll tell you about an American abducted in the Philippines, a foreign tourist rescued after a boat injury, Manhunt is on, a massive pyramid scheme involving celebrities, plus much more. Let's jump straight into our first story. In the Philippines, authorities are searching for an American, Elliot O'Neill Eastman, 26 years old from Vermont, who was reportedly taken by armed men from the southern town of Cebu. Eastman was shot in the leg while resisting before being taken away by a speedboat. Police are investigating the incident and pursuing the people who took him, who are suspected to have fled towards the provinces of Basilan or Sulu. If confirmed, taken for ransom, it would highlight ongoing security issues in the southern Philippines. Authorities are asking the public for information to assist in the search. A lot to uncover here and a lot to unpack. You know, before coming to the Philippines, I always heard these rumors how the southern part of the country is maybe not so safe. There's also advisories for most countries not to visit down there because of ongoing tensions for the past decade or two. So, but for me personally, living in Cebu mainly, or just having a regular life, these type of things, I feel the Philippines probably even a lot safer than the US. However, the thing that kind of gets people is because a lot of times you can control the level of safety and danger you're gonna put yourself in, right? So in the Philippines, you could be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Although that could happen anywhere, it's really hard to kind of generalize the whole South because of this incident or one that happened years ago or another one. So when something happens to a foreigner, I think it really gets highlighted. It is obviously a bad thing. I hope they find him. I hope they capture whoever did this. It's never right, but I think it's really bad because it kind of brushes the whole south part of the Philippines in this manner. I want to know your thoughts. A lot of people would be uncomfortable visiting down there. I personally wouldn't mind so, because let's be honest and real, I think down there, ethnicity matters a lot. You know, being Caucasian might be a bit more dangerous. Someone like myself hanging around the Muslim communities down there may not be so bad. I don't know. So there's a whole bunch of different angles you could take on this and have different opinions. I don't know how I feel about the fact that I would say don't go there, but it is definitely more dangerous in that sense that you might get taken compared to some other parts of the Philippines, just based on some stories I read. But, you know, it's very difficult to just have an opinion on this. I don't really know how I feel because I've considered going down there. I've only been as far south as Davao, but not really in the smaller towns, the provinces. So leave your thoughts down below if you live there, if you've been there, anything you want to share, because I don't want to be making it seem like it's all bad down there, but I also don't want to downplay the fact that somebody got taken away for potentially ransom. Next up, a British woman, 30 years old, Louise Bachata, was injured by a boat propeller while diving near Island 7 in the Similan Islands on October 15th. The incident occurred during a tour organized by Siam Adventure World and was reported by a tour guide to the Navy's Marine Security Unit. Bachata sustained a 5 centimeter long and 2 centimeter deep wound to her right heel. Navy officers provided first aid before transporting her to the tour boat for further medical treatment and then to the hospital. The report did not detail her current condition or the incident's circumstances. I'm glad to see it wasn't her head, but just her ankle. And this kind of reminds me of the one time I went diving with whale sharks in Oslo, and the instructor kept yelling at me, stay away from the shark, don't touch them. I'm not a great swimmer. I'm like, buddy, they're coming at me. I can't really avoid them. So I wonder if this is one of those situations where she may have been too close to the propeller and couldn't get away in time. But yeah, I'm glad she's safe from the sounds of it. Next up, the Philippines National Police has launched a manhunt for former president spokesperson Harry Roque, who is believed to be hiding in Mindanao. Roque is wanted in connection with investigation into the illegal POGOs, the Philippine offshore gaming operations, trafficking, land acquisition, and other stuff as well in the Duterte administration. He was implicated for assisting in the payment of $500,000 for an illegal POGO hub. The PNP warns that anyone harboring Roque could face charges for obstruction of justice. Despite searching areas in central Luzon and Calabarzon, Roque has not been found, but authorities believe he is still in the country. Another man on the run. They've already captured Alice Guo. They captured the other guy, what's his name, Corbeloy. And now Roque is on the run because, yeah, as we said, he's been charged or at least wanted for questioning regarding some POGOs. Do you know where he is? Next up, a scam case I could not avoid but have to talk about in Thailand. Not Thailand, but Thailand. 17 suspects involved in the Icon Group fraud case have been jailed after the court rejected bail requests for 3 celebrities citing flight risk. The company is accused of running a pyramid scheme leading over 1,000 victims to file complaints claiming losses for fraudulent online sales courses. Authorities are investigating further, seizing 220 million baht in assets, including luxury cars. The CEO of Icon, Wadatapon, Boss Paul, will appear in court soon. Investigators are also examining a server containing crucial business data for more evidence. All suspects deny the charges. Some people get a taste of the good life and they can't let it go. And with money, I feel like that you can never have enough. It feels like with some people. I think a lot of times celebrities, especially, or people that have some sort of influence, can easily get people to invest in them or their programs or courses because people feel like they have a connection with these people, and before you know it, you get scammed for a bunch of money. In a slightly more positive news, Carnival Cruise Line celebrates its first ever visit to the Philippines, with Carnival Panorama arriving at the South Harbor's Eva Macapagal Super Terminal earlier today. The cruise ship's Manila visit is part of her 25-day Trans-Pacific Carnival Journeys cruise from Singapore to Long Beach, California. Woohoo! I've always been curious about cruises, you know? I know a lot of people say it's for like older peoples, but I feel like if you're with the right people, even by yourself, it might be kind of fun to just explore some of the stuff. Although I'm not a great swimmer, but I'm sure they might, or I hope they have life jackets. If you've ever taken a Carnival cruise, please let me know how was your experience. Any kind of information would be interesting for me to read. Staying in the Philippines National Police has relieved over 1,500 police officers from their posts ahead of the 2025 midterm elections to ensure they remain neutral and nonpartisan. Those officers were found to have relatives running for office, and they have been temporarily transferred to other units. Of the 1,586 people affected, 1,300 have already received their transfer orders. The Cordillera region and the highest number of officers with relatives in the... So basically, they've just kind of shifted 1,500 police officers around just because there might be some kind of conflict of interest because they have family members running for office. Right now, the midterms, I believe, are coming. For the past 2 or 3 weeks, all I could see on social media news was people submitting their, like, I don't know how this works, application to be elected for some kind of position in the government. Next up in Manila, traffic surveyors like Erna help tackle the city's notorious traffic congestion by manually counting vehicles on major roads. These 34 surveyors employed by the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority collect data that is crucial for designing traffic solutions. Despite challenging conditions like heat and pollution, La Prisa logs around 7,000 vehicles during an 8-hour shift. Their work has helped reduce accidents and improve vehicle flow, such as on Commonwealth Avenue. The MMDA prefers manual counting over AI as it's more accurate in difficult conditions like rain or night glare. Manila is known for having the worst traffic in the world, with average travel times of 25 minutes for just 10 kilometers. Yeah, so the next time you're stuck in traffic in Manila and feel a little bit frustrated, just think of Erna as she's up there counting stuff or cars manually. I initially thought, whoa, wait a minute, manually? There's got to be an easier way, like cameras, AI, some kind of software. But as they explained, this way is much more accurate, especially during rain and nighttime. Hats off to Erna and those 34 other people that count every single car on the road in Manila by hand. So hopefully their hard work goes to something positive and they can reduce some congestion in the future. And then around 200 million pesos worth of counterfeit Louis Vuitton products were seized from 33 stalls in the mall of Mandaue City on October 17th. The raid was conducted by the Intellectual Property Rights Division of the National Bureau of Investigation after receiving complaints in August. The confiscated items included fake Louis Vuitton bags, belts, shoes, and wallets. A Louis Vuitton representative explained that a market survey and test purchase confirmed the counterfeits. The NBI has secured search warrants and is preparing to file charges against the stall owners for trademark infringement and unfair competition. Come on, man. Let the people make some money. My thing is, okay, so yeah, they broke the law. Let's say they buy counterfeits, but they're just trying to make a living. I say, you know, maybe obviously seize the products, tell them don't do it again. Don't give them any charge or jail time, but go after the people that are making these bags, the people that are manufacturing them by the hundreds, if not millions of units. So go ahead after the big guys, not these small little guys. At the end of the day, you might feel like they still broke the law. Leave your comments down below regarding this. I want to know what you think. Do you think they should be charged for selling Louis Vuitton bags? Or do you think they should go after the bigger fish, for example? And I wonder how much kickback these auditors might get, or which Louis Vuitton person kind of tipped them off. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But yeah, leave your thoughts down below about this or any other story you talked about. I'd love to hear from you. Now it's time for a segment, Yesterday Today, where I read some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video. The McCormick Fowler Ranch says, man, they should charge his ass for that. He should at least buy them all a meal. What an inconsiderate jerk. And this is in regard to the foreigner that was lost in the jungle and was found by himself but did not inform the authorities or the search party that he's back in his hotel regarding yesterday's video. Wavemaker also has something to say regarding that guy that got lost in the jungle. That is one irresponsible tourist. He knew that the hotel will look for him because he called that he is lost in the jungle. Then he doesn't have the decency to inform the hotel that he's already safe and staying in another hotel. Yeah, complete douchebag. Speaking of douches, I got a message from my Toronto fam. Listen, brethren, especially to the youth them, young man them, don't be messing around talking like this.
How do you know if a Toronto girl is cheating?
Yo, Kursky, if the shorty's taking too long to respond, fam, she's definitely cheating, fam. She's getting battered by the whole man number, Kursky.
You think girls will cheat on Breezy?
Yeah, fam. If you're in Toronto, the shorty's definitely cheating, Kursky.
Even cheating on me?
No busy bab, Kursky.